really like this kitchen, even if there isn't like a ton of space.
It's nice. It's a nice kitchen. It's a utilitarian kitchen. You got exactly what you need. Hey guys, Tiny Bryson here, and welcome back to the show. And guys, if I'm being honest, guys, I think I've seen everything by this point, okay? I've seen people live in vans and tiny homes and little like mobile homes, but now we're gonna see someone actually live in a garage, okay? Now, I wouldn't be surprised if in a few years, things get so expensive and so hard. You might see, hey, I'm renting out my walk-in closet. I'm renting out my regular closet. I'm renting out this little space in my living room that I sectioned off because things get so expensive. But let's see, okay? This video right here, this girl, this lady, this woman, whatever, she lives in a legit garage in LA. In LA. And I bet you this has to be more than $1,000 most likely. Like, I would not be surprised. If it's less, great, but I would not be surprised. And by the way, context, if you guys don't know, if I slur my words, I bit my tongue, things are not looking that great for my tongue, honestly. I'm working at around like 80% of it is actually utilized, but I slur a lot of my words, okay? Without further ado though, let's see how this garage actually looks. Touring my tiny house garage. Let's see it. I wonder if she owns the home and she just lives in the garage. So this is how she gets out the garage.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back. I'm welcome because I haven't been here.
If you don't know who I am, I'm Jane. I post videos every Thursday. And this is where I lived.
Let's skip to the good
stuff.
stuff.
For those of you who do know who I am, who are subscribed to me, hello, good to see you again. So today I am going to sort of give you a tour of my home, my renovated garage, and just kind of like tell you guys what it's like living here. And
where's the bathroom? Where do you go to the bathroom in this garage? There's like a bathroom in the garage now?
Why?
Is that illegal?
I live here with my family and things like that.
Oh, her family's there. Wait, is her family in the garage too, or is the family in the house?
Answer any questions you guys have. So, a while ago, I asked on my Instagram story, it's Jane Horner, follow me if you haven't already. I asked you guys if you wanted to see a video about what it's like to live in a garage, and the vast majority of you guys said yes. And by the way, most of the people who said no actually DM'd me later and said that that was a mistake and that they meant to say yes. You guys really wanted to see this. Might not make sense why I live in a garage, but it's actually really, really cool. I didn't tell you all about it. So, a couple of things I want to mention. First thing, for anybody I've told who didn't believe me that I lived in a garage, it's not an exaggeration. It's literally a renovated garage that has...
And by the way, these garages, like, it's not like it's like you're living in a real garage. Like, if a real garage looks like trash, right? Like, it would be, but these garages are like fancy. Like, you see like the painted walls, you see like the shelves everywhere. It's nice. It's not like it's bad. It's just like, it's a garage.
Second floor, fully air conditioned, power, water, everything. Like, it's just a tiny home with a garage door as a wall.
Yeah.
So no, it's not an exaggeration. Second off, even like in response to my Instagram story and sometimes in person, when I mention it, it's not like, oh my gosh, like poor me, like I live in a garage, like I'm...
Yeah, this is like a nice garage. This is like a privilege, honestly. Like, if you're capable of doing this and remodel a garage and all this extra stuff, it's because you kind of want it.
Sometimes it just comes up as a matter of fact, like in conversation, like in college, talking about where we all live. And I've definitely gotten a response.
Oh yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, if you hear like your friend be like, oh, where do you live? I live with my parents. I live here. I live in a garage. Oh, are you okay? Is everything okay at home? And you're like, yeah, I'm fine. Look at my garage. And you're like, that garage looks better than my house.
It's before of like,
oh, like, I'm so sorry.
I just want to make it clear that like, I am in no way ashamed that I live here. I love living here. It's in my favorite neighborhood of life.
In one of my favorite neighborhoods. In one of my favorite neighborhoods. Not my favorite, like one of my favorites.
Los Angeles. It's super new and modern and cute in here. No pity at all. Like, I'm not looking for it. I don't need it. I'd rather it be small and cute than big and lonely. So.
Big and lonely. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't get it.
Okay, now that we have gone over all those disclaimers, let's get into the tour.
TV, guys. TV, air conditioned. What is this thing called? A dining table, a little fan, and a fridge. This is not your average garage.
All right.
I can't wait to see the bathroom.
So when you walk into the garage, you can see that the...
Oh, Oh, there's a door, so you don't always have to. You don't always have to be like lifting that thing.
First floor is the bedroom.
The first floor? What is the multi-level garage? It's just this is the multi-level garage. What the heck is yo? People are doing the craziest thing. Is that a real cat? Is this a real cat? It's a real cat. It moves its tail. I just saw the cat's on the fridge.
The kitchen, the living room.
Yeah, it's like a real cat.
And sort of an omni room. We have everything. So the way our kitchen is set up, it's sort of on a
So she lives there with someone. And by the way, this is it's a nice kitchen. It's not a bad kitchen at all. If you've seen some Japan kitchen, guys, the fridge is tiny. The stove is super tiny. Everything is super tiny. So this is actually like massive relative to Japan. But then Japan, you can rent a closet and basically live
on a corner, as you can
Oh, look. JA for Japan.
see. So we have, I think, like really pretty
How does she have an original Picasso painting and she lives in a garage? Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Obviously, it's not an original Picasso painting. Everybody relax. Everybody relax in the comments.
white cabinets and sort of gray.
I hate these things like just with like one tray, because like whenever you washing dishes and then you want to like dry them, and I don't have like a rag to dry things because it smells bad after you keep drying it with the same thing. It just doesn't like smell like good. So yeah, it kind of sucks. I want to air dry it. I can't in that one thing.
Stone countertops, and getting everything to fit in the one pantry is a bit of a squeeze, but it always
Yeah, it depends, you know.
prevents us from wasting.
Black Decker is a I shouldn't say like it's like a very affordable brand. My coffee maker is Black Decker. I have a Black Decker is it a Black Decker drill? Black Decker is a very affordable brand. I should look at that company for investment.
A lot of food just because we don't have that much room to store a bunch
Not telling you to invest into Black Decker, by the
of
way.
stuff. And same with our fridge. It's small. We don't tend to overshop a ton because we
Yeah, that's one
just know
thing.
we won't be able to fit it anywhere. So we waste a lot less food and spend a lot less on groceries.
I wonder if that's true because also when you buy in bulk, you're able to save money too, right? So we'll see.
That we wouldn't end up needing, which is great. One of my favorite things
fine.
about our kitchen is that we have these open shelves with pipes running down the side, and I just love that design. I think it's
I love how people have changed so much. You know, this used to be like ridiculously ugly, but now like this industrial look is in fashion. That's the thing, you know, whatever you think is pretty today is probably gonna look ridiculously stupid for somebody else like 10 years on the line. So just remember, just do what you like and make sure you enjoy it. Don't try to be trendy with everything because whatever the trend is gonna die out by the time you sell the house or whatever.
it's like really cool, kind of industrial.
I love these whole jar things, like those mason jar things. I thought it was so stupid, but now I see the value in them. I use them a lot.
But it still feels really friendly and warm because there's cooking materials all over it. So
I see. I do feel warm and friendly when I enter this garage.
it just automatically feels cozy. So I really like this kitchen, even if there isn't like a ton of space. And
It's nice. It's a nice kitchen. It's a utilitarian kitchen. You got exactly what you need. A fridge, which is good. A microwave, a coffee maker, and also a stove, and also an oven. I grew up super poor, so I know what it's like to not have a kitchen, and I've seen my grandma basically like cook with literal like wood and just like a thing on top of the wood. I've seen that. So to me, this is
a
awesome.
massive island or anything like that. I think it's great. It's also so easy to clean because you only ever have like 2 counters to clean. So
Yeah, I don't like that. I hate that. I hate having just like 2 counters. I can't
yes.
stand it.
Also,
But,
heads
I
up,
see it.
we don't have a dishwasher, so we wash all our dishes.
Dishwashers, I've heard so many mixed emotions about dishwashers. People tell me they're important. People tell me I've never used it. Never in my life. A lot of people just have it there, so when they resell the house, they use it like an advantage or whatever. But I've never heard of. I went to a house with a dishwasher, and no one used it. You have to like kind of like wash off the things anyway. So like, what's the point?
By hand, but considering it's only my mom, my sister, and me here, we all are pretty.
Wait, it's your mom, your sister, and you that live in this garage? All of you guys live in this garage? In one bed? That's kind of crazy. It reminds me of when it was just my mom and me. Just my mom and me, no sister yet. That came 10 years later. But it was just me and her in this room that was literally small in this garage, and there was no fridge, there was no stove there. The stuff was like outside. And then imagine like a motel style like living, but just like 2 doors, and then you have the kitchen, the bathroom, everything outside, and you share it with the people that live down there. That's how we lived.
Good about washing our own dishes, so it doesn't tend to turn into too much of a problem. All the cabinets shut with that like soft touch feature, so you
I love I love soft touch.
Can never
I
slam.
love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. It's like, you know, when you get like a new phone and you tear off like the little plastic, or when you like or when you break like your phone like this, and then you have to, for example, take off the little screen protector. It feels so good. I like that. I like that so much, okay? I like that.
A cabinet. Next to the front door, we have this sort of like shelving unit.
This looks very crowded, honestly.
And it has these little hooks on the underside of it. And we have...
I like the paint design, but to me it just seems like super random. I think these are like specific things, because, you know, like you see these dates here, like August 30. I don't know how to read that.
All of our face masks
like
there, and like anything that we need by the door. There's a little spray bottle of
nice.
Like alcohol.
By the way, for cats, I recommend you get a fountain. It's like $20-$30 in PetSmart, and it's like a fountain, so like the water's constantly being like moved around and stuff like that, and it's like a little like stream of water, and they tend to drink more water, and the water stays like clean because it's going through like a filter. It's cheap, it's nice, and it prevents kidney failure in your cats, which they usually do from not drinking enough water. Just like a little tip.
Alcohol to use as hand sanitizer, and there's some like alcohol wipes in there just to make sure that we're really being safe.
Nice.
So now we are going to head to the living room area, which is essentially just our big coffee table.
It's a pretty nice living room area.
Big glass coffee table. And I sort of consider like...
Look at the cat. The cat just moves from everywhere to everywhere.
TV is part of it. And then we have these two sort of big armchairs at the foot of the bed.
Look at that TV, guys. Everyone wants a 70-inch TV, and they're doing just fine with like a 24-inch. When did we become so spoiled? That's why I have a 65-inch. I'm just joking. I have a projector that I bought, and I put it on my 65-inch wall, and I built like a screen for it for $25. Okay, so I didn't buy a 65-inch TV.
Bed. So we'll sit there sometimes and just like watch TV if we don't want to sit in the bed or at the dining room table.
This is very well designed. I forgot to mention this, but we have a modular dining table that we can close/expand depending on how many people are sitting at it. That's so cool. I actually have one of those, and I don't know how to work it at all. Look at this, guys. Oh, she's gonna do it. So what do you mean you forgot to mention it? You're gonna do it right now. Oh, mine's is not like that. This is very fancy. Oh, support. That is nice. What is up with people wearing like these messed up sneakers? Like, you know, like they buy like these white sneakers and they cook them until it just looks like this. What is up with people with that stuff? And by the way, Tommy, you're making fun of her. I'm not trying to. Like, I have friends that legit buy a pair of shoes and they try to do this on purpose. Like, is it the style? Because if it is, I want to be a part of it. I used to do this with my Vans that I had, but black ones, not white ones. I don't feel comfortable. And I see a lot of people with also like Air Forces, like they turn them into dirty forces, which is interesting. Nice. I wonder how much that costs. Probably like $200 from Wayfair. Wayfair is nice, but it's expensive too sometimes. And they don't ship that many things to Puerto Rico, so I'm kind of mad. Oh, she plays a guitar. Look, the guitar's in the back. Guitar.
These two dressers are where my mom and I keep most of our stuff. It's been really easy for me to store everything in.
I'm so confused. Where do they sleep?
Just the right side one, because I don't have any.
I think they sleep together, guys.
Of my things because they're all stuck in college. So I'm definitely gonna have to get through and sell or donate a lot of my clothes when I bring them all back from school, because I have more closet space there than I do here. But
she is going to college and she is boarding there, so I'm guessing she rarely comes here, or her mom owns the house. I'm confused. I'm still confused.
It honestly helps me keep, you know, shopping costs down, and really focus on having the clothes that like genuinely make me happy and that I want to have, not just like random shirts that I've had since 8th grade that I never.
Yeah. I have random shirts like that that don't fit me anymore, and I should donate them, honestly. That's a good point.
So that's really helpful in terms of just living a minimalist life. And then we have this sort of open closet situation where my mom and I also keep our longer hanging items like jackets, dresses, everything like that.
Be careful if this stuff gets caught in the garage door when it's coming up.
That would normally be hung. And this is where we keep our yoga mats as well, because we've been doing a lot of workouts together. So we keep those there, and then we just have the garage there. We have the guitar there. And above.
The guitar.
The TV, and above the sort of counter area, I guess, over my dresser, we have this
Guys, did you see what this girl is using to record?
counter area, I guess.
Look, I think she's using like a little camera. I say this because this video has over 3 million views, and she doesn't have some fancy camera or whatever. All she has is like a good story, a good personality, and that's it. You don't, and like a good way of speaking, you don't need like all this fancy equipment to make a video. Remember that, okay?
Over my dresser, we
Why are there bowls up there? That's so weird.
have this air conditioning unit which heats and cools the house really, really quickly because it's a small space, so it takes like no time for it to be the temperature that you want. What I really think is cool is that it's remote controlled, so it's like a very modern looking machine and it works really well.
Modern looking machine. I think I have an AC here from like, I don't even know, maybe like the 1980s. I don't know. I don't even know. And it has a remote control.
You can just like change the temperature from bed, which I think is very cool.
Which I hate.
And another fun little tech gadget furniture thing is that the light next to the TV has a like Wi-Fi smart plug on it. So
nice.
You can tell Alexa, which we have as the speaker right there, you can tell her to either
she has to cut it because she activated
turn on the lamp.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay, never mind. You can tell her to either turn on or turn off that light. Again, you can do it from bed or from anywhere in the garage because there's really nowhere where
she can't hear you.
So it's very handy for
a good thing or a bad thing?
Alexa, turn on the lamp behind the TV.
Nice.
Alexa, good night. All right, so now we get to the bedroom area of the garage, which is sort of right behind the living room section, and it's
I love how people this is a nice video.
Essentially just this California king bed and a
California king bed. The biggest thing, I have a king bed also. I have a big room, and I got the bed for free from my aunt when I moved here, so don't think I spent money on that. But like the biggest thing, I used to live in a very small room where I had to divide sleeping and work. And the biggest waste of space is a bed, because you're there like for 8 hours, but you're not there all the time. And when you're there, you don't need to be like, you know what I'm saying? So if there are 3 people sleeping there, I get it. But if it's just you sleeping there, get like a twin XL until you're able to afford something or like a bigger space. But like a twin XL is great, and it maximizes the space, because this bed is massive.
A lot of you are probably gonna be startled by this, but my mom and I do share a bed while I'm here and while I'm not at school.
Yeah, so it sounds like this, like I mentioned before, like she's not there, and there's nothing wrong with this. You know, so this is like an American way of thinking a lot of the times, where there's a problem like, you sleep with your parents? Ooh, you sleep with your parents, huh? You don't have like your own room? No, I don't have my own room. You know, I didn't really ever get to sleep with my mom, honestly, because like I always had like a little sofa bed. When I was a kid, and also like a sofa bed, like with a big full sofa. There was always like a way, you know? But this is fine. This is fine.
And it might be an issue if
I'm also a boy. We don't tend to do this stuff at all.
we didn't get along so well. We get along really well. We never fight. So it works out really, really well. I know not all mothers and daughters could pull off something like that, but I'm really, really grateful because we work with it. My mom
I wonder what this girl is going to school for.
sort of has her side where she has her bedside table and her dresser and things like that, and there's a really nice window that actually lets in so much light when we open up the shutter. So
Nice.
she just keeps her stuff and makeup
So they sleep here together, bro. Everybody sleeps
and
here.
all other clothes and things like that
Where's the bathroom?
over on her side. And on my side, I sort of use this ladder bookshelf as a bedside table of sorts.
Nice, because you can put a lot more stuff in there.
So
What is this? What is this thing? Is that a coffee maker next to your bed?
I keep all of my electronics there, which are really poorly organized. If anybody can offer any help organizing, leave.
Yeah. Got like a wire sorter. Look at these interesting books.
Please let me know. But I
Wolf Hall, Love Me Back, Find a Way, what is it? Intuitive Eating.
just keep
Nice. These are interesting.
everything that I want next to my bed there. Also, my favorite thing about this section of the room is that I have my espresso machine
Yeah, it's an espresso machine. I knew it was a coffee maker.
also on that bookshelf, so when I want to go make a latte or whatever, just a shot of espresso, I go over there. The machine I bought was $99 at
Pretty
Target. So if you
But then again, I don't know the difference from an espresso machine and a normal coffee maker machine.
walk up this,
What's happening? Did I prank you? Mwahaha. Oh yeah, I was like, what the heck is going on here?
Okay, so there is a staircase that used to be on the outside, but we renovated it to be on the inside just because it made a lot more sense to kind of make it a more cohesive house and floor plan. So they're over there. And when you walk up the stairs, that leads to my sister's room and the bathroom. So
interesting. We also have a random closet built in the
my
staircase.
sister has a very nice room on the second floor.
Nice. Again, like the bed space is just ridiculous. Stop buying big beds. Okay, it sounds like at some point they probably shared a room, her and her sister, but then she moved out to go to college, and now she still comes back home and visit, and whenever she does visit, she just stays with her mom. It's a big room.
She has the best lighting in the house. Not really fair, but okay.
What does this mean? What does this mean?
And the reason that she has her own room and that my mom and I have to share one down here is because my mom moved here when my sister was at the end of her junior year in high school. So
both of her kids are basically going to college?
I was still at college, so my mom had this downstairs as her room and my sister had the upstairs. But when I'm here, my mom is still trying to let my sister have her privacy because
yeah,
I had my own room all 4 years of high school, so I think she's trying to make it a bit more fair and give my sister the opportunity to have a little bit more privacy just because she deserves it. So neither of us really have a big issue with it. When she goes off to college, then we're gonna have to reconfigure sort of what the room situation is. But for now, and
I wonder, you know, be careful when you, because it sounds like, be careful when you are done with college to move out fairly quickly. If you get an apartment, don't try to get a fancy apartment. Like a lot of people try to get these fancy apartments and spend all their money on that. Just make sure the apartment you get is no more than 33% of your monthly income. So that way you have extra money to save up or whatever, and pick a good career.
And until she goes off to school in the fall, that is her room, that is her space. And just for the record, like whenever she's not using it or not home, or if I need a little bit of privacy too, she's really nice about letting me sort of like spend some time up there, use her desk for homework or whatever. So no.
I remember going to college. That's all I have to say about it.
No issues there, which is really great. The tricky thing is that since we only have one bathroom, which isn't really an issue because we're 3 girls, so there's not a huge problem there.
What does that mean? What are you trying to say about us? What are you trying to say about us guys, huh?
We do have to sort of sneak through my sister's room in the morning in order to get to the bathroom.
Oh, I see. That's the worst. That's the worst. But it is what it is. You make it work.
Which can be...
I wonder how much money they're paying here just to live in LA. I wonder. I can't wait. I thought she was gonna say the price.
Tricky, but we've mastered how to be really quiet in the morning and essentially walk silently across the room, which is useful, I think. Anyway, but it's a nice sized bathroom. It has 2 big windows that let in a lot of light. We have this sort of almost trapezoid shaped shower, and I don't...
Oh, they put the cat thing in the bathroom, the cat scratch in the bathroom. I don't know about that. And that's like the bathroom has like a little like walk.
Find that there's any issues in terms of storing things or anything like that.
This is a nice bathroom.
And we never really run into issues of like we all need to use the bathroom at the same time just because
they already like have it all.
Mom wakes up like 2 hours before I do, and then I wake up, and my sister wakes up 2 hours later than I do. So
you build a system, man. Like it's hard to go from here to here. But like when you're here, like you could just sort everything out. And even when you're here to here, it's like you have no choice. You have to adjust anyway. So it's like you make things work. It's inconvenient, yes, but inconvenience does not mean impossible.
And we just all tend to use the bathroom and shower at different times, which is nice.
Now the best part. What's the best part? The money part? I want to hear money.
The thing that I love the most about this garage is that we have a wall that we can open and close whenever we want.
Oh, you mean the garage door?
Depending on how we're feeling.
I don't know about that, man. I don't want to open the garage door and let somebody see my whole room and stuff like that. I don't like that at all. But I'm a weird person.
As you can see.
But I'm weird because I'm not living in a garage, right? So I wouldn't be comfortable with this, okay? Whenever I see those houses, like those modern fancy houses, like with all of those like glass everywhere, I just think about like, what if I have some weirdo looking inside of my house all the time? You know what I mean? Like it's just the way I was in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? You want some privacy.
See, this entire wall is the door, which we can open. So I'm showing some footage of me opening it.
Convenience. To think that this girl can potentially, if you're smart, build a whole career on YouTube about minimalism, garage living, and all this stuff. Is an amazing thing. She needs to capitalize on this as fast as possible. Look at that house, guys. This is a nice house. Oh, I see. This is somebody's garage, and they kind of like did this like whole like little conversion or whatever. But like this little like lot is on the property, so this is somebody's property. Yep, I guessed it. See, because that right there is the actual main house, and these folks right here just live up here. That's awesome. Who's that? Is that her mom? I think that's her mom. Look, guys, it's her mom. I think it's her mom. Yeah. Yeah, that's her mom. There you go. That's her mom right there, guys. Look at her mom. It's a fancy garage. It's a very fancy garage. It's not your average garage. I don't get it. Like, why not just convert it into like a little apartment? Like, why keep it like garage? Why not close off that door? Which is not that hard, by the way. Just put some drywall there.
I think it's really cool, especially if it gets a little stuffy in here, or if someone's cooking and it gets smoky, like we can.
Oh, you don't have an extractor. You need an extractor.
Open an entire wall.
Yeah, I hate this because whenever you cook, your bedsheets smell like chicken.
Let all the light in, and it feels like we're in some kind of like cool cabana on vacation or something.
It's nice.
So basically the way the setup works is my mom's best friend lives in the house that like our garage is sort of connected to.
I see.
So it's never like a privacy issue. We're like really, really close as families, which is great. So we
That's
can
awesome.
all like spend time in the back
I hope you have a lease.
yard together when the kids are here. We just got an outdoor pool, which is really fun. All right.
Nice.
So I'm going to answer a couple questions you guys had on Instagram.
Yeah, let's hear about the money because you know we're curious about that.
So first question is, why did you decide to live in a garage?
You have no option. She's a kid and her mom has to live in a garage.
It wasn't something that I particularly decided.
Yeah.
It was something my mom decided, but definitely talked to us a lot about. And it just works really well because renting a house is insanely expensive in LA. So it just felt like it was kind of meant to be. Like Trisha, who's my mom's best friend, had this garage that she was like kind of renting out to like Airbnb and things like that, but she didn't
It's kind of Airbnb.
really like having strangers so close to the house.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
And we were spending way too much money on a house that was like in a neighborhood super far away from like everything cool in LA, and like way
I see. Like Orange
too
County.
expensive for what it was.
Orange County is nice now, right? Isn't it?
So we sort of came here. We figured we didn't need a ton of space because I was already in college and my sister was about to go to college. So it just sort of worked out. And like, I honestly couldn't be happier here. So there's no part of me that's like, oh my God, I wish my mom didn't do that, because
it is what it is, man. You know, I don't have any regrets at all. Like I've had some like not the best living situations. It builds character. You know, I lived in a 1-bedroom where the 1 bedroom was the only room of the entire thing, right? I've lived like where we had like a 1-bedroom and then like a living room and like a little bathroom. Great. I've lived in a 2-bedroom when I finally got my first room. You know, I was at that point I was like probably like 11 or 12 when I actually got access to my first room. I lived in another 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom. The point is like it's fine. You know what I'm saying? You just have to adjust. You can't be picky about everything. Like you have to go through certain seasons. Like, is it good like if you spend your whole life in a garage? Probably not, because eventually you're gonna get older and you don't want to end up in a garage or whatever. But it's fine if you got to go through it. Like people go through things. Like it's a part of the game.
I think my sister and I are both really happy here, which is cool. Another question, what kind of privacy do you have and how is it different for your sister still being in high school? The fact of the matter is like I don't have a ton of privacy, but
You don't really need all that privacy though, right? You can't be having no guys over and stuff like that. I just think about like if I had a daughter and this was like like I actually want to have a garage and have my daughter live with me in a garage. You know what I'm saying? No privacy. Just kidding.
No, like I don't need a ton. If you have to change in front of your family, you have to change in front of your family. Like I honestly think it's harder having a limited amount of space.
I think this is like a different for girls, you know, because girls can do all this changes and stuff, but for guys it's different.
I don't think it's hard sort of having my space be exposed to the rest of the house, because like, I just don't mind it. Like some people might be really self-conscious about it.
You mind it, you don't mind it because you're there, you know, like you live it. So whether you mind it or you don't mind it, it is your reality. But other people that don't have this reality and they don't have to go through this inconvenience, it's just like, I haven't minded or whatever, but just shut up about it. You know what I mean? Just shut up. Just shut up.
And sometimes I get self-conscious about it, and like if I shower, I'll just bring an outfit up to the bathroom so I can change in there. But like most of the time it's like, well, why would I be so hesitant about it? Like, this is my family, I shouldn't care. So that ends up being fine.
Yeah, and this is like a phase, right? Because you're going to college and you're upgrading and stuff like that. So eventually you kind of get to move out and stuff.
Okay, so that's the end. My throat is literally so sore from
I wish she talked about how much
like I haven't talked this much in so long, because who would I even be talking to? Anyway, so thank you all and have a great day. Please stay safe, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.
All right, this is a great video. I like this video a lot. Honestly, I really do. So I'm gonna go ahead. How do you do this stuff? I'm gonna go ahead. Let me make this stuff big. I'm gonna go ahead and give this video a like. Look at this, guys. 74,000 likes and no dislikes, because YouTube took away the dislike button. So if she was lying about something crazy, we wouldn't even know it because there's no dislike. I'm not a big fan of that. We don't have a dishwasher. We wash everything by hand. Me has a dishwasher, still washes everything by hand. Exactly. Now, just I don't know what you felt here, because I didn't get that whole thing. But one thing I do want to look up is price. Let me see if she talked about price. Anything about price? Let's see. I'd rather be small and cute than big. I don't get it. Let's do money. Where's the money part? Where's the money stuff? Okay. I don't think it's gonna show us. Yeah, it's just like other stuff that I'm gonna watch. So I don't really see what's going on. But I actually like this video. I actually became a fan here. So I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And I'm gonna see if there's any more content to actually review and watch it with you guys also. Let me know if you like this video. This one was a lot longer than the average, but it's interesting. Like, I was gonna do like one of the millennial money ones, and I'm like, another video about how this person lives here and they do this and they do that. This is interesting. This is interesting. So I decided to watch this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. Comment down below. Let me know. You liked it, you didn't like it. Let me know. Comment down below. On top of that, also, what else? Follow me on Instagram, Tiny Bryson. Send me a DM there. Call me, link down below. Here's more channels, more videos, and here is my channel. Click it, subscribe. Peace out. Long-term team, out.